We are live. And I'm just going to be getting set up here real quick for y'all. And just gonna wait for everybody to hop on here real quick. I can always. Oh, Richie's on. Hey, Richie. Just hey, Richie, real quick. There is Mack trucks passing by, and the wind's just a little bit noisy. Hey, Richie, can you tell me if the audio sounds good, and if it's glitchy or anything like that? Because I am using mobile data. So when in doubt, if all goes crazy, I could always. Sounds great. Sounds good. Okay, cool. I took off the case on the phone just so we could get some nicer sounding audio possibly. But hopefully y'all are all doing well. I will just be waiting. We got 4 people on here right now. We got a lot done yesterday. I really just couldn't film it. Yesterday we were so busy, had to run to town and everything like that. But I'll wait to tell that story until there's a couple more folks on here. So I'll just wait. But I can show y'all, click around here and show y'all a little bit of a sneak peek before everybody starts hopping on here. I went 3 minutes early, so y'all can take a gander at everything that we did real quick. Oh yeah, we're getting a bunch of people on here now. Cool. There's Trump and Melania. Melania is actually probably laying an egg underneath that pallet right there. But there's Pony. We fenced in our sheep. And how is the wind? Is the wind really bad? Or do I have to talk louder? Just be telling me that in the chat. So, as you can see, let me back up actually first, so then y'all can get a real big perspective of this here. And I put this thing on the tripod. Okay, good. Everybody's saying it sounds good. Good. Alrighty, here we go. Great, awesome. So, this is going to be a super exciting live stream, so here we go. So, as you can see, I'll do a little super cool pan here. Awesome. And you can see our pallet hill. We actually, if you look real hard back there where the sheep shelter is, there's another pallet hill. And, yeah, we were like pallet central for the longest time. The only pallets that we have left is right here, where the raised beds are. And this whole entire place, for all of our older viewers, well, and if you watched a couple days ago, y'all saw this was all palleted, had a divider running right here. And yeah, this is going to be all one, sorry, I hit the camera there, all one big gigantic garden, back to Eden style, and it could be called lasagna style too. And I'm gonna come on over here real quick. Hey, Lone Star. It's the one-man show over here, so if I miss your comment, just comment again. And I'm working against the elements here. Texas wanted to give me some wind to deal with, so that's awesome. All right, so as you can see, do you see how nice this looks? I just think it's very pleasing to the eye. So that's why we're gonna do all the same way, the same hill method all the way up there. Sorry about the wind, y'all, it's terrible. And we're gonna be mulching it all, so then we don't have to worry about any weeds. And that will be our way. It will just compost all the way down, and then we'll never have to add topsoil again, and we will never have to till our garden ever again. Let me flip this around here. Alrighty. How y'all doing this morning? It's a beautiful morning this morning, and I mean, it's probably 70 degrees. And yeah, so our plan is the hill this all up, then mulch it, well, hill it up with the dirt that's here. Chickens have been actually on this dirt for about 5 years, as long as we've been here. And so this is like, oh, and pigs and cows and goats and stuff like that. So this is like incredibly fertilized ground. All of this is all around here. So we're going to be, as you can see with this one mound right here, we're pushing it with the tractor. What's everybody saying? What kind of soil do y'all, wait, sorry, here. We have black land up this way. Yeah, we have like a mix of sandy loam with some really good high quality black soil. And then in some parts of our yard, we do have just straight up clay. Like back there where we dug the pond, that separates up near the house here. It's really good high quality soil, pretty high quality soil. And then the middle of our property is clay. And then the back of our property, where the 3 acres of planted pine trees, is all sandy loam. So it's kind of like a good mix, because some vegetables like really well draining soil, so like blueberries and stuff like that. So let me see, make sure nobody else is commenting on here. So let's see here. We got little Tex out here and Fuzzface too. Tried to get behind this pallet wall, and our plan is to fence this in. I think we're still going to do that. So then when we winterize the garden, we can throw chickens and stuff in here, and they can poop and scratch and stuff like that. So man, some of these wind bursts are insane. But anyway, let's move y'all up here and show y'all. This is 7 years in. This will be cool. 7 more years down the road, and I can watch back at this very live stream and see how little everything was. But you see how our rows here where we move the chicken tractors, perfectly where we move the chicken tractors is bright green grass. And then we're actually in between the trees, it is just, I mean, it's still a little bit green, but not as green as that right there. And I really want to, my heart really wants to put several of these style tractors, which we'll just build them a little bit more lightweight, over at the ranch property. And we got all the little spring flowers here, which are, by the way, they're all edible actually. If you dig them up, they have little potatoes underneath them. And us boys, we usually dig them up and then we fry them. They're really yummy. Here's our little mini quail tractor right here that y'all have seen in the past videos. A lot of y'all, I want to come over here and talk about this. We bought another one, which if y'all are really interested in this, Rufus can go more in depth. We used to just have, sorry, there's a little bit of traffic here passing. We used to have 2 hog panels right here. I'll set down the tripod real quick so we stop with the whole swaying motion here. Nobody gets seasick. Alrighty. There we go. So we used to have 2 cattle panels here that used to swing forward. And now we just have a 16-foot gate here. And Rufus just put this in last night. So it's not quite 100% set, the concrete is. But this is, I would say, one of the best ever made gate latches. I'm just saying, y'all. Just watch this, y'all. If y'all have ever used any other gate and chain type of latch, look at this, watch. You pull up on the side that you want the gate to open on. Pull up on it. I don't know what's wrong with it. Okay, there we go. Let me try this one more time. Ready? Okay, so you pull up on it. Pull up on it like this, and then you push it. And then this drops back down. And then look how clever this is. And they made these ramps just in case if, you know, when your gate starts to wear out, it will start to lean. It will start to bow down sometimes. So they actually give you this little rampy deal here. And watch, when this swings back, when you push it back, goes up and locks back down. Never skips a beat. When you want to open it up this way, you pull it open. It's better if you have 2 hands, by the way, too. This opens up. This goes back down like this, closes up, and then they give you a way to actually lock it up with one of those really strong locks. So then it's just super awesome, y'all. And let me check the comments real quick here. And okay, cool. All right, everybody's saying thank you for the tour. So the pony and the sheep are staying in here for right this second. As you can see, they're all loving the breeze right now. So we have a 16-foot gate right here. I would have loved it to be like 20 foot, but that's what we had. Dad, I think Dad's on the live stream right now. Might be Dad or Mom on the live stream right now. So then over here, we've always had this little tiny black gate. Oh, the AC unit just kicked on there. Oh, it's Dad. So we Rufus put a 12-foot gate here, and this is nice to be doing our driving our tractor through and our truck through here. Same exact type of gate latch. All right, Dad's only going to be on for a few minutes, y'all. So we have all of our tools here for right this second. That might become our Buff Orpington / Sex Link coop. So I think that's what we might be doing. We were pondering the thought of making it like the garden tool shed or a wood shed or something, but I think that's what it's going to be. Here is our lettuce / onion / strawberry plants. Strawberries, y'all, are already starting to pop back up, which is awesome. Got 19 people on. That's awesome. Got our good old faithful Texas flag there painting. Got the turkey lurkeys here. Yes, the snow apocalypse is making Dad very busy. And as y'all can see, this is going to be a super neat shot because this is right before everything's going to start popping. It's, well, not before, just everything's on the verge of popping. That stuff has already popped open a little bit, but this mulberry hasn't yet, but will be very soon. We have to do some, this weekend or sometime, we have to do some mega pruning and just, tying them down and training them, doing some tree training here. Okay. Oh, John's on, okay. Are you going to be doing any welding projects? I would love to do some welding projects. I actually really love to weld. In all my free time, I will be doing that because we say that because we have no free time. So anyway, let's see here. Lone Star, awesome. Awesome. And I think I might be able to walk up there, but I had some logs. I had the county, yeah, I can walk up there. I had a county, I was passing by like a county truck or whatever, and I saw in his truck that he had some logs in there. And I was like, dude, those logs look pretty sweet for firewood or our chainsaw mill or whatever. And I was like, I should go ask, because, you never know until you ask, right? So I asked him, and he was like, sure, where do you want it? So I told him to come dump it at our place. So, oh, that's John from Chick Lifts. Hey, John. So, I was wondering if that was John. Here, I'll turn this around for y'all. Can y'all see that? So our neighbor said we can use that strip of property right there in front of his for logs. Not for logs, but mainly for wood chips and everything. But right now I don't have anywhere to store logs on our property right this second. So I was like, hey, just go drop them off over there. I was trying to flip around there. So that was super exciting there. What else do we have here? James is actually working on, what are you working on, James? He's putting on new trailer lights, y'all, on our trailer deal here. Maybe I can show you here. Okay. Here's James.
I got that other one working.
You got the other one working?
Yeah, these are the new LED
Oh,
ones.
wait. Let me show him this one, and then you can say that. James always likes to pull this on me. All right, go ahead. Say what you're going to say.
So these are the new LED ones, so there's nothing in here.
Sweet.
So they're all, like, you never have to change the light bulb.
Oh, wow. And they probably won't ever go bad until you, like, bump into something. But actually, somebody actually made a super cool design, and they welded, like...
a box around it.
Yeah, a box around it. Real quick, let me see what everybody's saying here. I see a bunch of stuff popping up, and I can't quite read it fast enough here. How's the sheep setup coming along? We almost done setting up electric fence 4 hours. Okay, cool. Yes. Pretty much our sheep shelter, our sheep area is pretty much completely finished, all fenced in now, and right now we just have them locked up in our buck pen that we just made because we do not want to be dealing with having babies in the winter time. So as soon as we're done all of the projects involving being in their area, we will be letting them out and keeping the buck in there. And we have the pony too, and the pony probably could stay in there with him to just keep him company, because let's face it, I mean, it was so crazy hectic with having that baby lamb this winter, and just imagine if like half of our sheep gave birth, it would just be so crazy, and we just don't want to lose any more lambs in the wintertime. So we are just going to be planning their breeding, scheduling their breeding and everything like that as much as possible, so then we at least have some type of organization, and we can, you know, say we have to go out of town or something, we know when they're going to be giving birth, relatively speaking. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing with them. And bring you back over here with Rufus, because Rufus is always working, y'all. I don't know, he's always trying to figure stuff out. We've absolutely been loving our new trailer. Here, let me show you. Here. Oy, it's hard working around a tripod. This is actually was a super crazy steal of a trailer. This was a boat trailer. That's why it kind of goes in there. The bottom part kind of goes in there. And then somebody welded it on perfectly flat. Well, actually squared it up, and then they left us a toolbox on there, and then they have this really big, awesome gate right here that flops down, and it kind of holds the cattle panels in just perfectly. But as you can see, it's just all welded on there, super sweet. But anyway, let's go see. I was going to this part of the week has just been, the starting of this week has just been so crazy busy. We've been working so hard trying to get content out for y'all, and then just trying to get stuff done over here at the farm. Wanted to go show y'all the pond. The pond is just absolutely filled to the brim. I mean, let me spin around here, trying to close this gate. Okay. As you can see, here's the other pallet area here, and here's the sheep shelter. I don't know what happened with the whole, sometimes footage just never gets found, especially when you're making so much content. Yeah, we finished that. And somehow it slipped around our video editing and everything like that, I guess. There's all of our milling logs for our chainsaw, which we have like several dozen of them in the woods still to grab. Can y'all actually see how full that pond is? I mean, it's I don't know. I forget if it ever got that full. I think it might have once for like a couple months, and then it went back down. But we need to get some bentonite down there just to seal up some of the cracks so we could keep that water in there. And all of us boys are super excited to start swimming again. Just not yet warm enough water for us Texans here. So authorized mic's on. Hey Mikey. So you can see my wood pile there. I'm very pleased with that. It's starting to come together. Let me go show you that here. This is one of those things which we've had to deal with for like our whole entire existence being here in Texas, is the good old-fashioned hillbilly, which, hey, that's what I told my dad. Hillbilly's cheap. That's the nice thing about it. So, gate system here, which there's not really any critters in this pen right now, so I'm not going to lock it up. But this system was up there at that gate, but just with like 16-foot ones. So, as you can see, oops, sorry, bumped it again. As you can see, our split log pile, our firewood pile is getting a little bit bigger, It definitely looks bigger on camera than it actually does in real life, but it's getting there. I was thinking too, all of this stuff is going to be perfect to sprinkle around the trees and everything like that. This is some punky wood, which I'll let it sit here and it will rot away. I wanted to show y'all this too. This right here was all from, no, I take that back. This was from pruning the one cedar tree, which I got some gigantic, beautiful, like cedar posts here that I could kind of make into anything really. And then this was from the winter storm, actually. This pile doesn't look big until you actually walk up to it. Let me see what everybody's saying on here. This was just from the cedar trees in our yard, which we probably have about a dozen of them. And y'all can see the thing is gigantic. One of the bigger brush piles, and if y'all have ever burnt cedar before, that's going to be like 12-foot flames right there when it's all perfectly dried up. Here's our other forest, which I don't think I've actually shown y'all in a long time, actually. Which this will be really nice for some surprises that are going to be coming in the near future. Which I do need to come through here and with the chainsaw, actually. We really love this area of the property since it's so beautiful. This was planted at one time, but we have to go through. See how like some of these pine trees are just a little too close to each other? Like this one's too close, that one's too close, this one. They just need to be taken out, and they're just about at the right size where we can start chopping them up for firewood or mill them or whatever. So super cool. And some of this stuff is just on the brink of being too big to mill too. Man, that wind is wicked right now. Woo! That is going to definitely show up in camera. Alrighty. But this was all woods. This was all crazy thicket like that. The worst type of thicket is the vines that actually grow up on the top of the trees. It's not actually the thicket itself, the trees themselves. It's actually the vines that grow up on the trees that make it so hard to actually do. And this was a mistake that I made while observing the pond guys dig our pond. If you ever have a pond dug and they're like, hey, we got some dirt left over, you want us to leave it here? Don't ever say yes. Say yes, take it away. Because then you get left with this. I thought they were talking about like the dam of the pond or something. No, they just mean this. So now I have to rent a mini X or something and get it back here, dig it up, and spread it around. So yeah, it's awesome. So got some crazy brush growing up on top of it. That's where all of our past designs and ideas rest in peace, right there. Sometimes we do bring them back to life sometimes. But yep, just walking back up. Come up here, show you all the chickens working actually. Man, the wind is crazy. It's nice when you're actually like here, but not for when you're watching this video. It's not awesome. Okay, good excuse to rent a dozer, I know. Okay. Woo! Windy. As you can see, all the chickens. Wow! Whoa! What the heck, man? Woo! I think that might be that rainstorm that they're saying is coming through here, maybe. Man! Whoa! Getting like blown away here. Alrighty. Well, the chickens were tilling the grass for the orchard. Now they're not. They're like running for their lives now. Alrighty. Man. The one thing that I am very happy about, though, that's been popping up this 7th year of being here on our property is all this clover which we did not plant, but I've seen anywhere I've been where somebody has rotationally grazed, I've seen clover pop up, which is kind of funny. Need to get on through this gate, so sorry if I bump the camera here. Lock her back up. See how annoying this could be? Okay. Man. Tripod. Oh, we got, okay. It sounds windy. Mark Edwards is on. Hey, Mark. It's supposed to start raining in about 30 minutes. Well, that's what it seems like around here, too. The skies are just starting to form. The clouds are starting to form, not the sky. What are you up to, buddy? Nothing much. Wow.
So I just got my clay pot out of the...
What did you do?
Out of the fire pot, I made a clay pot.
You made a clay pot.
Then I let it dry.
Shocker.
And now I just got it out of the kiln.
It actually has a good ring to it. That could be really well fired.
Yep.
Interesting.
Hot, so still.
It's a little hot. What, did you put it in that brush pile?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a brush pile burning over here. Right there near the front of the tiny house. Mark Edwards says hi.
Hi.
So, I think that's pretty much it. And see how nice don't mind the trash there. We have to pick that up. But this camera really likes to do the whole bokeh thing with when you point your finger. But when your fingers get in front or anything gets in front, it tries to like put this fake background blur here. But as you can see, we have our pathway now in front of the tiny house, which looks really good. So, you're a naughty rooster. Hey buddy, can you catch him? Miss Butterfly likes to go and unlock the gate and get eggs, but then he's smart too. He's a smart butt. Yep, see. And she usually lets at least 1 or 2 roosters out every day when she goes to collect eggs. But do your roosters like to get in your nest boxes? Because ours love to do that. There's one right there. He just jumped out of it. The ducks love the sun. I'm very happy about this mulching right here. I really want this. If we have any more mulch dumped, I'll really want to take the tractor and spread it on through here. Uh-oh. Mike's coming up with work. Oh boy. That's like it's like someone I know that likes to come up with work. I like to come up with work to keep my... I think that was a thing that people say, you know, you stay out of trouble or something like that. You work or something like that. I don't quite know that's the whole saying, but I think I've heard it somewhere. Well, oh, Mark Edwards wasn't with us actually, but at the beginning of the live stream, Mark, Rufus is still working on it. Did you get it? Did you get it all finished? Mark Edwards just jumped on. Do you want to show him what you were doing? Here you go. Okay. All right, Rufus is coming, Mark. Rufus was working on our trailer here, Mark Edwards, and he can explain it better than I can. Go ahead. I mean, it's just backup lights, but
so I just
brake lights.
Reinstalled all the new trailer lights. These are the new LED ones. The other ones were shot out and they didn't have the bulbs. So they these were a really good price and they shouldn't ever wear out with the LEDs. No more.
Where did you get them from?
Tractor Supply.
Really?
And they also have the light and this little hole down here that shines down on the license plate when I put it back down here.
Oh,
that
sweet.
way you're totally legal, and they all work really good. You want to see?
Okay. Oh, yeah. Duh. All right, he's gonna start up the pickup truck. Show y'all real quick here. See if it works. I'm gonna guess he has already tested this out because he's very confident. Ah, nice. Do the other side. Nice. Man. Let's see. He's gonna try it with his brake here. Oh yeah, she working, Rufus James. Oh man. Sheep's hacking up a lung over there. Oh yeah, Mike? Yep. So that's what we're doing. The other projects that Mom requested for us to do, which I totally agree with her, is just to move all of this stuff. Where's that gate actually going, James?
In the back.
In the back? Where? In the back?
Yeah, like back.
Oh, back there actually. Oh, nice. So that gate that y'all just saw me walk through, this gate's for that. So that's awesome. Yes. Does he sing? Actually, that's funny. He actually does. Is there anything he can't do? What's the one thing you can't do?
Me.
Yeah, you. What can't you do? I don't really know. We haven't came to that stage of life, I guess. Huh? Where you can't do something? I don't know. Okay. We'll have to make a video about that, what he can't do. No, I'm just joking. But this all has to be moved. This is actually some firewood that our neighbors gave us, which was very nice, but we actually didn't, yes, yep, this was from them. So I'm gonna go actually add that to my log pile, which is up there. And then we got just some Sac Creek right here, 80 pounders. And then we got some more T-posts, just miscellaneous stuff. We tried to keep right here in front of the house real pretty looking, just to keep up with the Joneses. We want to keep them impressed, so don't want to get any complaints or anything. It's like, you know, those all them cows and trees, they really complain when your place isn't looking real tidy and clean, you know. Here's Daddy's Dad's still on here. Here's your update on your fig babies. They're doing amazing. They're loving the sun right now. And they made it through the little chilly night, which we didn't know we were gonna have, and then boom, the little chilly night hit us. So let me show you here. Ah, hello from upstate New York, Sweet Pea Farm. As you can see, this is, actually I might need to water these a little bit. Yeah, I do. A little dry. But you can see my sweet potatoes are doing pretty good with their slips. It would help. I mean, I don't really want to water them because the Lord's just about to water them, so and the Lord's water is way better than the water I can put it on it, so, well, it doesn't help that man likes to put heavy metals in the water, so that doesn't help either. But this is the little side orchard, which is very dormant right now, but the blackberries are just starting to bounce back. And let's see what else. Alrighty. Mike's trying to keep it funny on the chat right now. Alrighty. Here's Mom's. Actually, we had a neighbor. Speaking of, actually not speaking of anything, but talking about community. We really are trying to build on our community. And our neighbor came over and she was like, hey, I got some of these plastic buckets. That's not one of them. That's actually one of ours. But she's like, do you want any? She's like, I got tons of them. So we were like, sure. So we got fake flowers in there. And then we have some crazy Chinese frog there. But then, I don't know what's up with that. But then we got some other flowers in there. And I'm not a flower expert, so I don't know what type of flowers they are. But Mom does. And they look, it actually looks really nice though. Yeah, for real, right? But I think that's pretty much it. The other thing that we're going to be doing for the community is kind of free pallets. I know this has taken us, all of these pallets and all of those pallets up there have taken us 5 long years to, sorry, Mack truck. We don't get cars that pass by our road, we just get Mack trucks about every hour or so. This has taken us 5 long years to collect all these pallets, and we don't need them anymore, so I think we're just gonna offer them up to our community and see whoever wants them, and just put a free pallet sign, come and take them. So, oh, okay, Mark Edwards wants a food forest tour. I guess, I mean, which one do you want? There's like 5 of them. So, we got that one, the tour, we got this one over here, the tour, and then we got the front one too, which we could do actually, well, I guess we could do the back one here real quick. Show y'all, actually get inside the back here and show y'all how everything's doing back here. I think everything actually made it through the snow apocalypse. I'm not seeing too much. I know. That's Trump Jr. that's crowing right now. He's our, sorry, let me latch up this gate real quick here. Which, now we actually have a black gate to put here. I know, Mike, you always need pallets, Mike. But you are a part of the community, Mike, so you can come get some pallets, whatever you want. Yes. How you doing, buddy? So, he's our white and true blue rooster. We actually just lost Joe, so I don't know if that's, yeah, that's kind of funny. Anyway, yeah, he died real, I think he died in his sleep. No, I'm not joking or anything, but yeah, Joe the rooster died. So he was our blue copper Moran. I think that's how that, blue copper Moran. And yeah, so Joe died, and Bo, his son, is actually part Araucana. I know Lone Star's cracking up right now. Joe's son, Bo, he is part Araucana. He's actually over there right now near the coop, and so he has poofy cheeks, so we can't we really want the blue copper Moran actually, so so everybody's cracking up right now. So we got some hens in here. I know Miss Butterfly has already probably checked for eggs. this has been one of our best. I know it looks kind of gangster up near the tree and everything, but the hens really do like it. As you can see, here's some swale action. Mark Edwards right here. So we have our 2, which the ducks absolutely love. You can see them all lined up. Our 2, this is from the kitchen sink and everything, and then this is from the bathrooms, like the tub and the shower and the sinks from the bathrooms. This is one of our first fig trees that we planted here, which is gigantic. Got some elderberry going berserk. Y'all didn't buy enough elderberry from us, or we didn't give away enough freebies with our purchases or something, which we did, but maybe we should have gave away more. We have so much left. As you can see, this is a gigantic pear tree right now, and it's a little too tall for, it's about like probably pushing on 20 feet right there at the top. What? Okay, what's everybody? Sorry, R.I.P. Joe. I know, it's so sad. He was a really sweet rooster. He was kind of funky though. He acted like a duck though. He would, instead of like walking and like standing like a chicken, he kind of acted like a duck. So anyway, I think that might be a Kiefer pear, I believe. All the pear trees kind of look the same. That, I know this one's another pear tree, I think. And then we got our blueberry plants, which for some weird reason they don't really like to grow that much. Don't quite know why. And here is our gray water, which spills into our other gray water little lake there. So it's just about trying to keep the water on our property as long as possible. And then having that pond there has just been epic, because all of the fields, all of that property over there, which is in ours, and everywhere, we kind of live in a valley, a little valley bowl. I guess it's not really a valley, because a valley, we kind of live in this dip, and this pond's right about where that dip is. So if we really wanted to, we could put a pond like behind this pond and have double ponds, dueling ponds here. But I think this is another type of peach tree. This actually might be a native peach tree, which is going berserk. Do the ducks get to go into the big pond? No, because that's kind of like our swimming pond. We used to have them in there, and actually, Mark, they laid their eggs in the pond, which was like super gross. Sorry about the wind. I'm trying to block the wind right now. And all their eggs were at the bottom of the pond, because we were like, where the heck are their eggs? And we were swimming around one day, and we kept stepping on eggs. Like every 10 to 5 minutes, we were like stepping on them and picking them up and throwing them out of the pond, you know. And they were in the pond for so long that actually the shell of the egg had dissolved, and just the embryo or whatever of the egg was left. So it was kind of crazy. So but we actually did leave them in there to try to silt the pond a little bit, which nice thing. The bad thing was that it smelled kind of like duck crap, so it was kind of really gross. But it had a whole entire winter to sit, and hopefully it will smell a little bit better this year when we go to swim in it, because we really do like to swim a lot. Last summer we were swimming in that pond about 3 times a day. Just when it's like 112 outside, it's just nice to go take a dip and right with all your clothes on, and then go back to work, you know. I have predictions that this year is going to be the hottest year on record for Texas. I just really think that's what's going to happen. It's going to hit like 120 or something nuts. She's a white and true, no she's not. She has poofy cheeks. She's a white and true blue mixed with a Araucana. Not an Araucana, Araucana. So there is a difference. So here's the back. This back food forest area, like the back of this food forest area, kind of gets not quite neglected, but it just has to kind of prove itself back here. So it doesn't get a lot of love and attention. This is one of our apple trees, which I don't know, y'all, but we've never got apples for, I think this thing's been planted back here for at least 4 years, and it's never even, it might have blossomed once or twice, but it's never even considered trying to produce even a single apple. Not even like had little baby apples or anything on it or nothing. So I don't know, maybe this year since it snowed, maybe we got enough, we definitely got enough freeze, what do you call that, frosty hours or whatever they call that. I forget what they call that right now. Yes, we are thinking about putting fish in there. We definitely need to put bentonite clay in there, so then it will, the pond water will stay right around that level. So then, because I would really like to put a bait fish in there, and then someday put some bass in there, and then you know, have some big grow out bass. But the thing is I was reading up on that, and I don't know if we're gonna really be able to do that without putting in some like some type of shelter for the bait fish, because they said when there's absolutely like nothing in your pond, which there's nothing in our pond for the little bait fish to hide, the bass will just like clean out your pond. So we would have to put some type of like not debris, but some type of shelter, either, well, I guess you could just throw a couple trees in one end of it so they would stay nice and safe, or maybe some of y'all Texans would know, or somebody with a pond that puts fish in there would know, because there are some super shallow spots which probably would prohibit the bass from coming up and eating them. But let's see, chill hours, that's what it is, that's what they call it, chill hours. I was forgetting what they called that. And then we got the disgusting stuff that I absolutely hate, is the good old dewberries here, which is absolutely terrible. But they actually do make really good jam or jelly or whatever you want to call that. We are going to be redoing all of our drip lines, I believe Dad was saying, this year. Just gonna redo them. Just because I think this system's about 2 years old now, and you know, since we're going to be mulching and everything like that, which I really would like to invest in a really big mulcher, not like not one of those little tiny ones that can only handle up to like 4-inch brush. I'd want to get one of those ones where you can pull it behind your truck, and the engine and everything is like all on its own trailer, and it can handle up to like 8-inch logs. I would really like to get one like that. So that would be pretty sweet. We definitely have enough brush between this property and our other property, the ranch, to handle that, and anybody in the community's brush. We could definitely chip that up. But I think that's it for this backyard, for this tour. Up there's a little red cardinal, which we definitely, our bird population has went way up on the 7th year here, being here on the farm. All the birds absolutely love being here, even the chickens and ducks. Right, ducks? Our poor banana trees got burnt, absolutely obliterated, because they were about this tall and they were doing really well, and they would have popped right back up if we didn't get the snow, but they burnt clear to the ground, and they were really big banana trees too. So yep, everything's just about to start to pop. So that's the super exciting time of the farm, is when stuff starts to pop. You get to see what lived through the winter, what survived, which I think most of our stuff did survive. I'm gonna go show y'all. If y'all do want a tour, I'll just go ahead and show y'all a tour of the front orchard, maybe, which this is going to be super cool when I pop the drone back up in the air and give y'all another look, overlook of the whole entire property, seeing no pallet madness, which I really did like the pallets. The pallets kind of look super neat. Let me walk y'all up here to the front here and show y'all the how many acres is this area. The area where we have all 400 of our trees is about 2 acres, maybe a little bit less than 2 acres. I'm gonna go ahead and flip y'all around here. So, as you can see, this area right here is, I don't even know, maybe like less than 1/4, like 1/8 of an acre or something. Just this little section here, and this probably has about right around 100 trees or so, maybe a little bit more here. This little, totally on contour right here. Trying to catch as much water as possible. That is the key. So if I move y'all up here, we have 5 acres here on this property, but the actual property that we're actually using is 2 acres. The amount of acreage that we actually have all of our fruit trees on is all combined probably 1.5 acres or so, maybe even a little less. As you can see, we have this drastic slope right here, which comes to our first swale. Then that runs over, comes to our next swale. Then we went with a super cool design of a U-type swale here, which you can just fit more trees when you're doing a U instead of a straight line. Then we got our mega swale, which goes all the way out here and all the way back up, which it is just like everything. It is mostly, this is our main fig area is up in the front here. This whole entire back 2 swales is all fig trees, and they're all about at the same exact stage of life here. If I walk down here, you can see they almost look identical, but they're all different varieties, which you can't buy at any old ordinary you know, any ordinary I'm at a lack of words right now. Nursery, sorry. And so we are hoping that none of them didn't die, because some of those things are very rare, which some of them, the crazy rare ones, we brought inside actually to survive the storm. Oh yeah, you're funny, Mike. You're swell. Okay, here is the other little, this one we went more conventional. Not as, I don't know, I like it, but it's not as cool as the other one, in my opinion. It's still cool having them in perfectly straight lines, but I'm more of an organic type of guy, which we kind of did a more organic feel right here, how it's kind of sporadic through right here. But the straight lines are nice though to move the chicken tractors through. But I was thinking about mulching the rows and then maybe leaving the grass for the chicken tractors to go through still, but I'm not quite sure. That actually piece of equipment we found the first year here at the property, and I think the story was, well, it was actually our story, and I forget where it actually was, but the tree was growing like in between one of these mechanisms. I don't know if it was growing in between here, but it was impossible to get this thing out, so we actually had to cut the tree down, then cut the bottom of the tree and remove the stump. And we were still, I mean, I think we were still, yeah, we were still like, I was like 10, and then Rufus was like 8, and then Buddy was about 7. And of course we didn't have chainsaws, which we should have, but we didn't have any chainsaws or a hatchet. So I think we had to go out, I think we had to attack that tree with like a hammer or something, but we were able to get it out, and so that was pretty fun. Did we get our mulch from a tree company? Here's the thing, if y'all have ever tried to work with mulch people, if you can get them to start dumping at your property, that's like a big achievement. Yes, this guy does clearing. He does land clearing and stuff. And I'm I'm kind of on a personal basis. I can't pronounce that word right now, but I can pretty much call him up and he will finally come drop chips way faster than waiting for the power line management people that chip, or the county people to come dump chips. If I were to call him right now, he would probably be able to get me chips in about a day or two. So yeah, trying to find chip guys is really hard. That's why I just want to go ahead and buy my own chipper and chip my own stuff. So yeah, so I don't like to just like freely pass his information around, because I really do like my chips. Until I get my whole entire property covered in about like 2 feet of chips, then I will give you his phone number. Which actually, Lone Star, I think you're a little too far away for his area. Actually, where are y'all actually based? I think y'all are like an hour or so away from us, actually. Maybe 2 hours. I was very curious, but yeah, we really do love our chips. So yeah, we actually have to call the county and get back on the top of the list. All of our neighbors are all starting to get on the list, so it's getting harder and harder and harder to get wood chips because everybody's on the list. So yeah, the last load that we got from this guy, he Mark Edwards says hi. He's drinking coffee right now.
Hi. This
has been the most chill day, probably just because we're on the live stream. All right, we're gonna be live streaming for the rest of the day, just so it'll stay chill. No, I'm just joking. The last load of chips that we actually got dropped, which I'll go show you real quick here. The funny thing is when you're live streaming, you can't edit out any of the stumbles and stuff, which when you're watching it back just mentally hurts my brain, because I really like to sound very smart when I talk, which when I'm not edited, I don't sound that smart. See, I don't smell that smart. See, just saying. Messing up already. Alrighty, as you can see, this is actually the old dump, but because we used, as you can see, all of it. But this new batch, oh yeah, here's some of it. The new batch of chips that he came and dumped is super fine, really fine stuff, which is really nice for your garden. But usually when we get wood chips, it's this thicker stuff, which it's just a little bit bigger. I mean, it just takes about a year to fully compost down, which is perfectly fine. But hey, it's better than no wood chips, right? So anyway, yeah, I mean, if I were y'all, I would just go ahead and contact and just find some guys. If you ever see them pass by on the road, jump in your truck, grab your gun and blow their back tires out, and then ask them for their chips. You might have to buy them some spare. You might want to bring some spare tires too, but that works pretty well and pretty effective. Nobody talks perfectly. Thank you. But I think actually in this wheelbarrow we got some more firewood. This is actually, I'll show you real quick. This is another very small food forest here. That is actually all of our shavings from the brooders. Actually, we just dump it out here. We don't put them too close to the fruit trees because we don't want them to really harm the fruit trees. I know. Okay. Yep. Okay, people are talking about that. Okay. So I think that's pretty much it. The other thing that was really nice though is, let me show you, I'll flip you all around here, is since we did get brick around the whole entire, not brick, that's stone, sorry. But since we did get stone around, except for that part, we can have our wood chips now straight up to our house. Pretty much touching our house, because before the termites, it was just not really, it was like, you know, that really invites termites. When you have your wood chips touching your wood siding. So anyway, I think we've been on here for about an hour. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I think that's all for now, y'all. So thank you so much for hanging out, and thank you to, what do we got? We had Lone Star on here. We had Mark Edwards. Lots of people. Lots and lots of people. Cody Rollins. Sweet Pea Farm, New York. Lots of people on. Not a lot, but about 27 people on. So that was pretty cool. But anyway, I hope that y'all will have hope that y'all will have a very blessed day. Get outside and plant something. Work on your land, because it is one of the best investments that you can do. It's better than investing in the stock market, which you cannot ever trust. And every time, Justin Rhodes had a really good point. Every day, if you just do 1%, over time, you'll finish. So I was very, I forget how he worded it, but it was sounded very smart, because he was able to edit his video. So yeah, but anyway, go work outside, improve your land. Yes, get some dirt coin if you still can, before Bill Gates buys it all up. Anyway, we're gonna see y'all in the next video. All right, bye bye. All right, and